I just found some really cool relics at the end of the day here on a new permission. My dad is fishing the pond back here, and I am just very ecstatic and excited about this spot. But it's about the end of the day now, so we've got to get going, but we're absolutely going to come back tomorrow and keep detecting. And of course, I'm going to show you what I found tonight as well. Let's get to it. I was able to find an aerial photograph from 1938 of where I'm detecting. And you can see clearly that there was a homestead of some sort, which would lead me to think that there was probably one here a good bit before that, maybe built around the 1910s or so. In 1956 aerials, you can see the home is still there, but by 1972, it looks like it's starting to grow over. So I believe this home was probably abandoned sometime in the 1960s. In 1980s aerials, it continues to grow over. And by 1990s, the field is extended and the house is completely gone. And then you can see the most recent aerial of 2023 and that circle where I'm detecting. This helps give us some insight and clues into the age of the relics we may find here. My best guess is going to be between the 1910s and the 1950s, when most of the activity probably took place here. Check this out. I had about a 46 signal that was right on the surface here. Scratched around a little bit, and I found this little button. Red diamond, I think it says. Kind of interesting there. I'm not familiar with that brand, but we'll have to do some research and see what's going on with that. Pretty interesting. Based on what I could find, I'm pretty certain this is actually a script token from the Red Diamond mines in Leeds, Alabama, which were formerly the Henry Ellen mines, founded in the 1880s. And this was a token that would be given to the miners to spend at the company store. Found all the way in Georgia, so that's pretty insane. I can't help but wonder if maybe one of the people who lived here worked in the coal mines in Leeds and then eventually returned back to southern Georgia. Look at this, y'all. I think I got a button of some sort right there. It looks like it might have something on it. What in the world is that? It's definitely got something on there. Just having a hard time making it out. I gotta get that clean. Looks like an older one. Oh, no way. Is that a military button? What in the world? I don't know my military buttons well, so we'll have to get that cleaned off and get an ID on it. If any of y'all have any ideas, let me know. That is incredible. There's some words on the back too. I don't want to rub on it too hard right now. I'll wait till I get home and get it cleaned up better. I'm pretty certain this is a World War I era button, but if anybody knows otherwise, please let me know in the comments. I know there's a lot of people out there who know a whole lot more about these military buttons than I do. But a lot of the stuff in this field seems to be about 1910s, 1920s, so I'd think World War I would be accurate, but there's also newer stuff here too, so it could be World War II. Y'all let me know what you think. Look at this, y'all. It's like a little cow or something. What in the world? Hello, little friend. That is cool. Looks like a cow to me, I think. That is neat. His tail's corroded away. That's so weird. Maybe a little pin or something? Maybe it looks like something maybe would have threaded through right there. That is so cool. I'll take it. Turns out this was an advertising charm for the Bull Durham Tobacco Company that was given away as a promotional item in the 1910s and 1920s. And the tail there, unfortunately, is broken. It would have been connected. But what a cool little find. And look right here on the back. 14 karat gold plated. Such a cool little find. This looks like another one of those red diamond buttons. And it's right on the surface, just like, oh, this is something different. Hold on a second. There's little stars on it. What does that say? Hapo. Hapo? Why can't I read it? To me, it looks like Hapo Raid, but that ain't a word. I don't know. But the stars on there are so cool. Oh, that is awesome. Probably overall button or something like that, right? It's gotta be. That is so neat. After butching the words on this button, it is Hap Grade, which is a overall button. I love the little stars on there. And this one would date probably about to the 20s or so, or prior to that. Pretty awesome. Well, there goes the sun, unfortunately. Time to roll out of here until the morning. I can't wait to see what other relics are waiting under the dirt for us. Welcome back, my friends. It's an absolutely stunning morning right here, and it is about time to get to detecting on the site again, and I am very excited. Got the Garret Vortex VX9. I don't know much about this site currently, other than it seems to be a homestead, at least between 1910s and 1920s-ish, based on what we found yesterday evening. This is a place we've had permission at for a long time. My dad has hunted and fished over here a whole bunch. And I remember walking up in this field a long time ago looking for arrowheads, and we found a couple. But I remember seeing glass and bricks and things like that over here where we're detecting. And turns out, after all these years, try it with a metal detector, there's some pretty cool stuff. So that is very exciting. Before I get walking too far towards the site, check this view out. A beautiful South Georgia morning, my friends. First signal of the day is this. Just a little chunk of something, but an old chunk of something. Here's a bit of blue glass there. Looks like the top of a aqua-colored mason jar. Maybe they buried some coins in her. I got part of a tractor, perhaps. That's quite interesting. Ugh. Thing's heavy as heck. Rang up as a 89. Yep, it would have had. Dang, that's a hefty fixture of some sort. See where some nails went through. What in the world? Not exactly sure what that was. We'll have to get it cleaned up. Kind of interesting. Look at this, right on the surface. A lock. It looks to be busted right in half. Dang. That's pretty cool. I wonder if the other side would have had something on it. But you can see there, it's just gone. Maybe the other plate of it is around here somewhere. But that was just sitting right on top. Didn't even have to find it with the detector. Pretty cool. This thing rang up right around a 69. Pretty interesting, right? Some sort of tool or something. And these kind of things are still neat because, well, if I knew what this was, it would help us piece together the story of the people that were living here. I don't know exactly what sort of tool I'm looking at, so if anyone has ideas, let me know. Maybe even not a part of a tool, maybe part of something else, but maybe one of y'all has a better idea than I do. But a cool little relic there. I guess yesterday evening was the button day. Today's the big chunks of metal day. Hey, that is exactly what I just found, but smaller. Huh. Kind of interesting. I don't got a clue. Well, another neat something. Something in the hole. Oh, is that it? Oh, yep. It is that. Just some junk. Check this out, y'all. No way. That is the other side of that lock. Oh, does it say something on it, or is that damage? Oh, hello. That's cool. Dart. says dart on it. Solid bronze dart. That is 100% the other side of that lock that I found. That is so cool. It's got an arrow on it. Oh, that's incredible. Very happy to find that. That's crazy. I actually walked all around far away from that. Like, I couldn't tell you where I picked up that other part of the lock, so I don't even know if I'm close to where that was, but probably I'm fairly close. Awesome little relic. Man, I was chasing a target. Turned out it was a big old axe head. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Wow. That's pretty crazy. What's really cool is just thinking about that was the way you did it back in the day. If you wanted to stay warm, you were outside chopping wood in the winter. You did not have the luxury of air conditioning and heat like we have today. So, pretty cool relic there. Here's maybe like a strange little gear. You can see the teeth on the edge there. Huh, kind of interesting. Another tool on the surface there, it looks like. Oh yeah, I recognize that. That is what would cut into the pines to draw the sap for turpentine, if I'm remembering correctly. Pretty sure that right there was used to cut what they call cat face into those trees. It'd be like strikes going down the tree that go to a point and lead down to a bucket to collect the sap. And that was just sitting right on top. That's pretty cool. I got a little bit fooled yesterday, to be honest with you. I thought I was going to come here today and it was going to be easy. Because I wasn't here very long yesterday, and I found like 4 really cool things right away. But today's already proving to be a little bit more challenging for me. But that's fine. That's the way it goes. But I underestimated the field. The field's giving me a run for my money. It's giving me a lot of junk metal. But also, I'm new at this metal detecting stuff. I don't know a whole lot yet, so I'm really learning as I go. So I appreciate y'all being patient with me as well during the transition of learning. I don't have any experience really metal detecting, so I'm just very excited to get into it. I'm loving finding this type of stuff. It's really, really cool, and it helps paint a story of the people who lived here before, and in this case, very early 1900s, pre-1920, I think, which is just really incredible to think about. Such a different time than what we have today. Got something that looks pretty cool in the hole here. I think a buckle. Check that out. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Probably to a little belt or something. Too bad it's missing the other piece there. Whoop. That's nice and old right there. Very happy to find a little relic like that. Kind of neat here. Boop. Got the top of a very nice old corktop medicine of some sort there. Looks about the right age for what we're finding, 20s. There was a very shallow signal right here, so I kind of took this mound and I just kicked it over. And that popped out. What in the world is that? Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Huh. There's almost, is that like a horseshoe design on there, right there? And then like a crosshatch pattern? What in the world is that little thing? That is really neat. I have to get that brushed off. Look at that, y'all. I cleaned it off just a little bit. Almost looks like there's a little stone in there, like a gemstone, with a little star pattern and a horseshoe, I believe, and a crosshatch pattern. Gotta be some piece of jewelry, right? Really interesting. I like that a lot. I asked my Facebook followers, and the consensus on this is a cufflink. And makes perfect sense. Such a beautiful little relic as well. Look at the detail on there. Even has a little stone right there. That's a pocket knife. Check that out. Oh, wow. It's like bone. Oh, look, it's got the hook there. I wonder if this is not old. Dang, that is cool. It looks like it might be fairly old. I don't know how to date the pocket knife. But it's got deer antler bone as the handle. I wonder if there's a brand name on it somewhere. If there was there, it's gone. Look at the little hook there. Well, from what I understand, it turns out that this pocket knife is a Scout's camp knife from about the 1960s or 1970s. It's got Western there, Boulder, Colorado. 901 stainless, says camper there. Pretty cool little find there. Not very old, but I like it a lot. And was able to get the blade out. That's the only component that will come out though. The rest is just jammed up in there. Pretty neat little find. I recently closed out a video with a song of mine, so I'd like to go ahead and do that again today. Y'all were so supportive of it and seemed to enjoy it, and I appreciate you taking the time to listen so much. It really means a lot to me. So I hope you'll take the next few minutes and listen to this one as well. It's called Funerals Shouldn't Cost a Thing, and this was the first song that I wrote after my mother passed away a couple years ago. So yes, it's a bit of a sad song, but like I said, it would mean a lot to me if you could listen to it, and maybe y'all can relate. I know a lot of us have been through losing a parent, so I hope it can help someone out there as well. Thanks, y'all. I'll see you in the next one.
When you're born, they give you numbers kept on a screen. And when you die, they charge big time for a hole by the creek. Well, don't something feel crooked when them church bells ring? Funerals shouldn't cost a thing. I guess Johnny was a good man, just doing what he's told. Selling factory caskets made with silver and gold. He said, I know that you're grieving, but that's just the way it goes. So sign on this line and sell your mother's soul. Grieving, don't care what you do for a living. It's making it hard to believe there's a heaven. Well, this world don't care if you're ready to pay. Better find the money or we'll throw her away. When it's my father's time, I'm gonna take him and run and bury him by the river with his grandfather's son. And then the sirens come flash and chase me through the night. And they'll throw me in jail for just doing what's right. Grieving, don't care what you do for a living. It's making it hard to believe there's a heaven. Well, this world don't care if you're comes a prophet for who they won't say. With death comes a prophet for who they won't say. With death comes a prophet for who they won't say.